began to elect political leaders, they began to elect a big father to do things for them, instead of leaving it to him. We've gotten to the point where we discovered that just to get elected in an enormous democracy such as America, that the monies were involved, and they get into that silent, invisible television program and so forth, enormous amounts of sum. The minute money came in, the whole thing became incredibly corrupt. It is inherently corruptible. So that we now got to the point where humanity in general, certainly in the Western world, where there's any democracy, is not having too much confidence, in fact, almost no confidence in political leaders doing things. They really have going on a really pathetic little show of perfectly sincere human beings who've been historically and traditionally in great power, really not in any power at all. Nothing they're really talking about is of any magnitude of adequacy in relation to what's really going on. I did get into this big picture for you yesterday, so you would realize that, of course, and there is the complexity of playing a game called money, so you'd be able to exchange life support efforts. Well, you're putting in the peas and somebody else is putting in the shoes. You want some way to exchange it. Then we got into the monetary by itself, but then we got into merchants of the money as a medium, and got into playing enormous games with that interest, which I pointed out to you yesterday when we got to where banks are sanctioned to have something called prime rate. All the banks go up to usurious rates, because utterly usurious, historically phenomenally usurious rates, where in 10 years, with 10% interest, where the bank institution, where people have deposited their money, and the bank is taking the people's money and loaning it out to people, and the bank is making 10% on their money. It only takes 10 years for them to actually take over the credit for the people's money. You've gone from the money representing life support effort of human beings to money representing simply something that's manipulated by a game called money. So we have this in this of its own right. It automatically got into a world exchanging affair, got into a world war, because it was in the metals from everywhere, the technology from everywhere, the knowledge from everywhere around the world suddenly was involved, and with that then we had that as the